Do you realize that, Sheryl Swoopes, you're insane to do that? Let me tell you why you're insane to do that. Because Sheryl Swoopes, you're one of the greatest players ever in the history of basketball. That's why. See, you won a championship in college at Texas Tech. You won 3 Olympic gold medals. You won 4 WNBA championships. You know basketball. You know basketball better than me. You know basketball than any of the pundits. You know basketball better than most of the men that play basketball. There is no way in hell you just accidentally left Caitlin Clark's name out of that soliloquy that you dropped about the Indiana Fever. Stop it.
People together where they can find joy in something.
Unrivaled being, willing to offer her to join.
Now you're trying to get me in trouble. No.
Just little numbers.
I can't give numbers, obviously, but I can tell you substantially more than what she's making in the WNBA. I do think she needs to be paid fairly, and we would be offering her a fair compensation for what she's doing.
Imagine being hailed as the Michael Jordan of women's basketball, building a legacy so powerful it redefined the way the world sees women in sports. Then, watching the next generation not just carry the torch, but blaze an entirely new trail, reshaping the game as we know it.
Yeah, I think I'm just excited, honestly. I'm not a professional golfer by any means. I think just having fun and getting to be with, 2 of the best to, probably ever play this game. It's super fun and special for me. I'm a fan of both of them, but a fan of, all the women on this tour. I think it's absolutely incredible. So it's special for myself. I've tried to practice as much as I can. I'm just the average golfer, gonna hit some good, gonna hit some bad. It is what it is. Just gonna try not to hit anyone standing outside the ropes, but it'll be fun. I'm excited.
From the courts of the WNBA to the greens of the LPGA, a fascinating story is unfolding. A clash of generations that's shaking up women's sports. Basketball legend Sheryl Swoopes, a trailblazer who carved her name into history, now finds herself at the center of a conversation sparked by Caitlin Clark, a rising star whose groundbreaking endorsement deal is turning heads. Clark's record-breaking $10 million LPGA contract has set the sports world abuzz, igniting admiration, envy, and heated debates. Swoops, the first player ever signed to the WNBA in 1997, became a symbol of excellence, determination, and progress in women's basketball. Her illustrious career brought numerous records, MVP titles, and global recognition, making her one of the most revered figures in sports. But her legacy isn't just about trophies. It's about paving the way for future generations of women athletes. Yet, being a pioneer comes with a bittersweet reality. The same doors she opened for others now lead to paths where her own achievements risk being overshadowed. This tension came into sharp focus during a candid appearance on Gilbert Arenas' podcast. Swoops didn't hold back as she discussed Clark's meteoric rise. While applauding the new generation, she raised a thought-provoking question. Are Clark's accolades a reflection of her unparalleled skill, or are they amplified by a media landscape eager to create its next big star? Clark, for her part, has embraced the spotlight with remarkable poise, smashing records and redefining what it means to be a modern-day athlete. Her endorsement deal is more than a paycheck, it's a cultural shift, symbolizing the growing value and visibility of women in sports. However, it has also reignited long-standing conversations about race, generational competition, and how women athletes are celebrated or overlooked. Swoopes' reflections highlight a poignant duality. She takes pride in the progress of women's sports, but wrestles with the uneasy reality of watching her legacy fade into the background. It's a complex, deeply human struggle, one that mirrors the evolving narrative of women breaking barriers, rewriting the rules, and redefining what success looks like. Before we dive deeper into this compelling story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Together, we'll explore the triumphs, controversies, and legacies shaping the future of women's sports.
Caitlin might not be her cup of tea, but she's not doing anything to hurt Sheryl Swoopes. She admires Sheryl Swoopes and the Maya Moores and the Sue Birds and the legends that came before her. And I would dare say you can't find a soundbite this season of Caitlin Clark saying anything derogatory about anybody. She says, I don't care that she chatters on the...
Skepticism surrounding Sheryl Swoopes' remarks is deeply tied to her own experiences as a pioneer in women's basketball. During her career, she fought tirelessly for endorsements and recognition, battles that today's athletes like Caitlin Clark seem to win with relative ease. To some, her comments reflect a genuine concern for the sport's integrity. To others, they reveal a reluctance to fully embrace the changing dynamics of women's sports. Ironically, changes built upon the very foundation Swoops helped establish. Standing at this crossroads, Swoops embodies both the legacy of the trailblazer she once was and the future she envisioned for women's athletics. As she reflects on her journey, her perspective is both a tribute to the challenges she overcame and a testament to the complexities of witnessing the evolution of the game she once dominated. Enter Caitlin Clark, the rising superstar redefining the narrative. Fresh off an exceptional career at Iowa, Clark has stormed into the WNBA, playing with the confidence and prowess of a seasoned veteran. Her sharpshooting rivals Steph Curry's precision, while her court vision channels Magic Johnson's brilliance. Fans flock to see her in action, with arenas filled long before tip-off, a phenomenon rarely seen in the past for women's basketball. Clark's influence, however, doesn't stop at the court. Her groundbreaking endorsement deal with Gainbridge, a major LPGA sponsor, has made waves. For the first time, a basketball player is representing a prominent golf brand, signaling a seismic shift in how female athletes are perceived and marketed. This isn't just a sponsorship. It's a bold statement about the reach and versatility of modern women athletes. It challenges outdated notions, proving they can transcend their primary sport to make a broader cultural impact. This milestone has sparked admiration, but also controversy. Some critics argue that Clark's rapid rise overshadows other deserving athletes, questioning whether the spotlight is distributed fairly in women's sports. Yet her achievements highlight the growing opportunities for female athletes to command attention and success on their own terms. Even amidst the debate, Clark's contributions to women's sports are undeniable. She is a trailblazer, breaking records, dismantling barriers, and inspiring future generations to dream beyond limits. Her journey is proof that women's sports are no longer confined to the margins. They're a force reshaping the global sports landscape. This evolution might feel bittersweet for pioneers like Swoops, who dreamed of this moment but now grapple with what it means for their own legacies. Yet, in celebrating athletes like Clark, we're also honoring the path carved by those who came before her. Together, they represent a powerful narrative of growth, resilience, and the limitless possibilities of the future. Sheryl Swoopes has sparked a fiery debate with her recent remarks about Caitlin Clark's groundbreaking endorsement deal with the LPGA. Known for her unfiltered honesty, Swoopes didn't shy away from sharing her thoughts during a podcast appearance, questioning whether Clark's meteoric rise is a reflection of her talent or the product of media-driven hype. Her words, unsurprisingly, have ignited a whirlwind of reactions, highlighting the tension between celebrating past pioneers and embracing the new wave of talent in women's sports. "I'll give Caitlin Clark her flowers," Swoops said. "What she's done has brought more eyes to the game, more marketing, and more conversations.